Hi everyone, it's Library Linda, and I'd like to welcome you to this week's edition of Did You Know? Did you know? On February 9th of 1964, during what was known as the British invasion, that the Beatles made their first television appearance in the US on the Ed Sullivan Variety Show. The Beatles were underestimated. A reporter said that they would never be able to carry a tune across the Atlantic. But they performed 5 songs to an audience of 728, and 73 million people watched it on television. That was the most watched television program to that date. Did you know that February 9th was National Bagel Day? When making bagels, you stick your thumb through the ball of dough. This ensures that the bagels will cook evenly. Then they're boiled. This gives them their chewy texture, and then they're baked. Did you know the coldest temperature ever recorded in the state of Ohio happened on February 10th during the Great Blizzard of 1899? This was also known as the Great Arctic Outbreak of 1899, and record low temperatures were being set all over the southern part of the state of Ohio, from Cincinnati and Dayton to Portsmouth to Columbus, Marietta, and Zanesville. But the coldest temperature of them all was in a small town called Milligan, south of Zanesville. They recorded a record low temperature for the entire state of Ohio as negative 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Did you know on February 10th of 2009, 2 satellites collided over Siberia? The U.S. communication satellite known as Iridium-33 and the retired Russian military satellite known as Cosmos 2251 collided going 11,700 miles per second, 490 miles above the Earth. 2 years after the collision, the U.S. identified over 2,000 pieces of material left over from the collision. Scientists expect that they will burn up as they re-enter the Earth's atmosphere. Also, did you know there are currently about 6,000 satellites orbiting the Earth, and only 3,000 of them are in use? Did you know on February 11th of 1847, Thomas Alva Edison was born in Milan, Ohio? Thomas Edison was a genius inventor and held over 1,200 patents, including the electric lamp and the phonograph. One of his most famous quotes is, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." Even though his lab was in Menlo Park, New Jersey, he spent a lot of time in Ohio. 2 of his best friends are Henry Ford and Harvey Firestone. Did you know that February 12th was Darwin Day? It was set up to honor Charles Darwin's contributions to science. Charles was sailing on a ship called the Bagel around the coast of South America. Their main goal was to map out the coastline. But Charles was the naturalist on board, and his main job was to collect specimens of the flora and fauna that he saw along the way. One of the places that Charles was most interested in was the Galapagos Islands. They sit 600 miles off the coast of Ecuador. Here is where he discovered 14 different species of finches. He also encountered the giant Galapagos tortoise. And of course, my favorite, the blue-footed booby. And one of the most interesting things that he found was the Galapagos penguin, which is the only penguin that lives north of the equator. I hope you've enjoyed this week's edition of Did You Know? And I hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.